Funny thing, when I mentioned that there's another ability that might make it easier to get into the jungle from the Arboretum the way I did, I was thinking of pulse flight. So in order to get into the jungle that way, I would need to get into the jungle. I just imagined it. What was it, a catch-22, I think is what it is? And I didn't even realize it. So, I guess I'll go up here first. That critter nearly got me. Since I'm still keeping up with Silk Song, out of curiosity, I heard that there's been like a patch that nerfs bosses. And I don't know the details, but that doesn't sound good. And if you've seen my Star of Providence... Oh yeah, that's where I came from. Duh. So I should go in the other directions, of course. I'm not a fan of challenges getting nerfed just because people complain about them. And in the case of Star of Providence, I talked to Pure Question about it, or he wanted to talk to me after I went off about that. He was trying to explain to me that it was a calculated decision, that they didn't do it for no reason, but that didn't really address my points. I kind of dropped the topic, and if you're watching this, Pure, sorry. But I'm not just gonna ignore my sensibilities for the sake of the greater good when said greater good hasn't really been demonstrated to me. If something was... right, that's why I expected projectiles to go through walls, because those do. But for instance, apparently, oh, that's kind of a neat setup. Apparently the warden wasn't entirely tested, and occasionally his patterns would be unfair. Which, first of all, assuming that's true... Man, my throat is really clogged up. Sorry about that. If that's true, then it's your fault for not testing the boss at higher loops. Yeah, you can dash across them, that's kind of cool. And if the boss isn't actually unfair, that is to say, unavoidable, inconsistent, unworkable situations, then nothing needs to be changed. It doesn't matter if even 90 to 95% of players can't beat the boss. And most importantly, especially in the case of Star of Providence, where there are multiple difficulty settings, why would you nerf things on all difficulty settings? Like, I'm not playing hard mode high loops because I want the game to be easy. Quite the opposite, actually. It's the same reason I was annoyed by the nerfs to Overlord. Damn it. I thought I was doing a good job of playing and talking at the same time, but now I'm messing it up. Is exactly that the third phase of Overlord is basically the same on normal and hard. And even the loops didn't make it any harder in Into Oblivion. I just think that's ridiculous. Damn it. No, he turned around. Damn it, I forgot. was a bit too distracted again. Okay, last hit. That was good. Was paying attention only to the guy in front of me. That was kind of silly. But anyway, I'm just not a fan of challenges being removed from games with no option to engage with them available in any way, shape, or form. Thought I had pulse meter. That was silly. Might as well use this. So I guess I should have immediately jumped on Silk Song and completed it before the patch, and then refused to update the game when the patch did come out if I wasn't quick enough to finish it. It almost creates a a sense of FOMO for players such as myself, which is kind of messed up. I know that's not the intention, but at least in Star of Providence's case, the old versions have been preserved for legacy reasons, and I can at least respect that. I'm glad they did that. I should probably equip... What was that spell called? Glad the fight ended right there. Sword Upper, right? Cutter is fine, but I think Sword Upper is really fun with that combo that I figured out. Yeah, there is something over here. Because I remembered the boards. And that's why I wanted to check. 2 more bits of treasure. Might connect back down to the lower part of the main screen. So I'll head this way. Yeah, it's a little disappointing to know that if I play Silksong now, it's gonna be an easier version of the game. And I have to do so much work to understand if the changes are even justifiable from my perspective. No need to fight those guys. Ah yeah, there's the fertile soil. Fertile soil, fertile. I think they're both appropriate, but I keep going back and forth for some reason. So I'll use that once I leave this place. Fight? Yep. Shouldn't have done that. Should be using pulse at this point. The up pulse attack really is useful for keeping enemies in the air. Ah, I almost did it properly, but not quite. And they'll just shoot me out of the air, so... Damn it. Ah. one poise healer, not a big deal. Great. Probably get rid of this red guy. I can't for a second, I thought that was a tail for a laser, but it wasn't. Just barely too slow. Oh, she was about to get me. It's a bit awkward to do that when there's a platform here. I guess you can hold a charge, do a block, and then use the charge. Should have been doing that before. Okay, that's it. Yeah, it does connect back. Although, is there anything down here by chance? Did that guy just run into the thorns? That's kind of funny. I hope everything I said earlier isn't repetitive to people who have heard me before. Is this where the third plant is? Is that all there was? Yep. I could check all of them before I hand them in. Right, they do count as treasure. Maybe there was another false wall. I'm just overlooking a section of the map like I did in Aloe Air Fortress. I wouldn't even know where to look here. I can traverse with the enemies like that. Yeah, I used pulse flight to get up there. Although I don't remember why, even though I did it just recently. Maybe it'll be another instance of finding an item off camera. I guess it could be here somewhere. It went under there. Got the memory. No idea. Oh, there are thorns there. I was just looking at the map like a fool. Yeah, the items. Smells pretty good. Tastes bitter. Nothing noteworthy. in those descriptions. Already found that. I don't think there would be another one so close. Wait a minute, maybe you just get something from the guy and that counts towards the total, because the key items do. Oh, I already had full pulse. Maybe I'm a little distracted. It is pretty early for me. So then... Ah, you found one. The Shell Project was only possible because of a crucial discovery. The soul is equally bound to reality and unreality by two threads, and it was possible to sever one or both of these threads, isolating the soul. Most credit Asphodel with that discovery, and he certainly helped, but the breakthrough itself was made by someone else. Someone else? Yes, you. Oh, another? Asphodel quickly became obsessed with becoming closer to unreality. He started the Shell Project shortly after it was deemed theoretically possible. By severing the threads of a soul and putting it in a mechanical body, any adverse effects of unreality travel would be eliminated. With his vast wealth and now a collection of his closest associates that could be anywhere at any time, he was ready to raise the islands. That's all of them, then. Wait, you're making tea? I thought you said you needed those for Chervil. Oh, I do. I find it very difficult to work without my tea. So why go through all this trouble? Why did Asphodel raise the islands? And how, for that matter? Honestly, I had left by that point. I'm not sure how he managed it, but I know that raising the islands did move them much closer to an area above Harakat, where interference from unreality was very powerful. I have a hunch that he plans to open a large enough portal to unreality to fit every living being on the islands, killing most of them. What? Why would anyone do that? With enough desire in your soul, you can bring to life anything in unreality. It's a blank canvas. You must want to create something using the energy from all the souls on these islands. How awful. So you knew all this and you ran and hid? There wasn't much I could do. I'm only one person. Coward. By the way, I have some unfortunate news. I cannot reverse your memory loss. This isn't the same process we discovered in testing. Your memories were removed manually. Manually? But who would... I could think of one. If there's anything else I can do to help, let me know. Oh, and if you're looking for Asphodel, you'll need this. Thank you. We'll stop him. Put me over here. Interesting. I guess since the jungle is connected to... I forgot to mark the air fortress. There. Since the island... since the jungle is connected to the Arboretum, I'm not gonna mark the Arboretum as complete just yet. But I will use the fertile soil here. Getting bigger. Looking kind of pale, though. Yes. Hungriest little plant I've ever seen. Vernal spreads soil around the plant's roots. There's still more. Were there 2 bits of soil in the jungle? That would make sense. That's the same. Alright, what do I want to do? Oh, I can grab the one item in Rosales, was it? Since I have the pulse flight. So 3 memory points from the shopkeeper and up on that platform, which is now reachable. Which is yet another memory point, of course. Might as well. I guess it's as good a time as any to... If I can remember where was a good place. Was it Fallen Tower? I think Fallen Tower had a dummy, yeah. But you can just repeatedly knock off the edge. Maybe a neutral charge kick is the best way. It sort of makes you farm currency, but it's not that big of a deal. I guess the 3-hit combo is useful to get the dummy over that bit of elevation there. I always forget about the wake-up invincibility. So that's pretty much the best way to do this. I guess a specific point I didn't make about the Hollow Knight thing. The Silk Song thing, that is. Oh, is that enough? Because now we have dialogue from Chervil. I'll finish my thought later. Ah, Vernal, I have something to show you. It's something I found while you were off exploring. Say hello to George. Yup. This happens if you do that. What? Why is that on the ship? I figured you could use a training dummy while we're flying. Isn't he adorable? This is zoom into the dummy's face. You need to get rid of that thing right now. What? Why? There's nothing wrong with... Chervil, you brought a mimic on board. Ah, Vernal! It's so stupid. But I actually appreciate that. That's something memorable. I guess what Asphodel's doing... Like, it is... There was a lot of exposition from that guy in the jungle. It's just... I didn't really remember most of it, and I still don't think it's clear exactly if people who have died in the real world still exist in some form in unreality, if they're connected to both the worlds, like, are they ghosts? Like, are they still alive in unreality, in a sense? Is that the implication? Or is that just what Asphodel believes? I don't remember if that's made entirely clear. Otherwise, it's like, yeah, Asphodel's gonna sacrifice everybody to create a perfect dream world, or something like that. And obviously that's bad. But I don't know. It doesn't move me much, one way or the other. I think there was another revelation about Alstra Emiria, but that'll come in due time. Do I want to mess around a little bit at Unreality before I call it? Or do I want to look for the... I'm just trying to think of other loose ends and nothing's coming to me. Could buy some memory points, I guess. Just to kill time. well, I think. Yeah, the point I was making is, although if it's anything like Hollow Knight, Silksong probably doesn't have difficulty settings, I don't think it's too much to ask that the original difficulty of the game is kept in some kind of optional hard mode. Like, how difficult is it to just branch off the original level of difficulty into a separate mode? I don't think that's too much to ask, is it? But to an extent, I do understand not wanting to have difficulty settings in the first place. But even still, I don't know. I think there are some pros if you're gonna throw the baby out with the bathwater, as the saying goes. At that point, I'm like, actually, I do want there to be an easy mode. So next time, I'll be able to buy the last thing here. Next visit. I'll head into Unreality. It's fine. I'll get to the hub and go in one of the different directions that I haven't gone in just yet. And note to self, search for the item in the jungle. Actually, with Pulse Flight, there are places I can reach now. Like here. Might as well check them both. Ah, this is where I wanted to go, actually. Yeah. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Might record back to back. And look at that. This is when you end up on an island away from the ship. And the ship can actually reach the island. Vernal, I'm reading you, but it doesn't make any sense. There's no island there. Wait, hold on. No, there it is. Was that there before? Never mind. I'm on my way. Hey, Chervil. You're a scientist. Why is this island all blue? I'm not a geologist. Wouldn't have the slightest clue. I bet it's paint. Why would it be painted? Smells like paint. More interactions like that, less, oh, I hate my dad. Less exposition that doesn't really make it clearer why things are happening. Like, it's relatively simple. Asphodel's evil, go stop him. He's gonna kill everyone and sacrifice them to some other world that he's attached to. But it doesn't tell me as much why he wants to do that. What led to him being like this. Because it doesn't sound like he was always this bad. I don't know, maybe I'm still forgetting some things about all of that. Anyway, I'm gonna do this area next time. I think it'll be a lot of fun. But maybe first I'll start back at the jungle and show what item I missed. Thank you for watching.